I know where to go. Let's see.
I need some... The long pole is now attached. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher. First of all, the steam whistle is ready to be used.
There you go.
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible.
Yeah.
If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Yeah.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Yes.
Although you half suspected it.
Huh. At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
Yep. A fake train. I mean... So? I wonder why it made us extremely unpopular with the carriage. Unless we use this carriage.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
Oh.
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby Quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
Right. So, we need to go to the railway switch. See where we can find. Mark, are you still there? Yay.
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
Could I have an earbud, please?
Mines. This is interesting. It would be quite possible for someone to redirect the train towards the mines.
Yeah. I'm gonna remind you, I want to go to the station first. Doncaster train station.
A funny character. He looks anxious.
He does.
And he is not an Englishman.
No, he's not.
This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
Welcome back. The other way around. There we go.
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
Let's see. Ashtray. Burnt pieces of paper.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
Apparently an entire roll too.
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
Yes.
A greenish-brown cigar. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
Yeah. A station that is very abandoned.
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
He's also a gambler.
Betting slips for horse racing.
He's also a gambler, apparently, too.
The sum.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
Probably. More likely.
A telegraph.
Was the telegraph at every train station, I would assume. A very big station.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
We have to lug it.
Railway post bags.
Oh, hello.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
Let's see. Odd. A flooded area.
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map there should be a quarry here, and behind that the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
Well, I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
The passengers.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph, just the same as all the other nights.
Gambling man?
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
Mexican?
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake.
I'm gonna get murdered here, I don't know why. Sherlock can't walk. BRB. Alright, Sonny. I can't hear locking, but you can either raid crash or Brett when you finish. Alright, no worries. You can't hear? What do you mean you can't hear? Are you muted? Oh, you mean, have you muted the stream? What? Look at this. Look over here. Relatively empty. Why is it so empty? Ed decided to make it this special known. Oh dear. Okay. Is there really anything around here? Missing something. Is this a thing? Nope. Nope, that isn't a thing. Oops, shit. Shovel used insurance policy. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. Not really. Not really telling me much. This is. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it.
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry And Doncaster Station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest.
No, it doesn't. Oh dear.
An abandoned gypsy caravan. This place was abandoned fairly recently.
Can't look inside, right?
Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached.
Yeah. It would help if we actually had... What's this? What am I looking for?
A label with the name Las Zarpas.
Order? Oh, bless me. Can I go up here? Okay. Thank you. Doesn't seem to be like anything else, but I can't see if there is anything else on it. Finished. Got only 5 hours to reset. Yes. I didn't see this.
An advertisement for lake cruises. These traces were made by carriage. Look. The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground.
I recorded an hour
It would have been quite heavy
today. Oh, okay.
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here.
I don't know how to...
Nothing interesting here. Nothing.
What am I meant to do? I'll skip this bit.
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
Oh, what's this? You know the one dungeon we both hate? Because having to eat the more food to be... Oh, yeah, that one. I don't like that one. That one really bleh. That one really bleh. Oh. That dungeon was order. I don't mind that dungeon. I don't know what that is. It has to be something. Funny thing is, we did that for a Reddit quest, then did a daily routine, got the same dungeon.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Go do that. Technically, I wanted to do the album first before doing anything else, but... Hey ho, there we go. Alright. Oh, fuck me. Alright. Okay, fine. In the name of love. That's concerning.
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
What is most odd? Multiple tracks. Roll tracing. Heavy vehicle tracing.
Traces. Let's take a closer look. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
Yes.
This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
So why was this disassembled in such haste? I don't get stuck. Watson?
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone
Oh, I'm able to get up here. Nice. This is something. There's something else here. It's gotta be something. Oh, I wanted to be with you, but then it didn't suck ass. Oh, nice. Well done, Mark. I don't think I'm finished. That looks dug up. What over here? Whereabouts? It's about here it was disabled in such haste. I don't think there's any more here. Go to the station master. These controls are not consistent. Disabled warehouse.
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
See you later, my good man.
Why would anyone want to, I don't know, maybe to steal a train? That would also, you know, nope. The only one left. Okay, we need to go to the mines. Couldn't it be a locomotive?
Here are the mines, Holmes. They appear to be abandoned.
You sure about that?
The distance between the tracks. A lightly loaded vehicle came this way.
Yeah.
There is a wooden beam. A small vehicle with wooden beams went down this way.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Didn't. Looking but a bit ambushed.
This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow you, Holmes.
It's blown up.
This is an unusual kind of paper, stiff and dry. It was used for a specific purpose. Let us look inside. Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a... Watson, could you assist, please? Do you have your pistol? Good. Fire at this package.
Dynamite.
I wonder if the train's in there. I think it's a concealment. This is how I deduct things. Okay. Now we can go. Missing rails.
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
That's the only thing that makes sense. Really. From my understanding. Thing in here.
This is the cabin for the mine's
I was almost hesitant.
This box must be the safe. Let's open it.
Oh, look, lockpicking time. Got food started, nice. Done.